Robots are beginning to replace brittle, pre-programmed behavior with policies that adapt their timing, contact strategy, and computation to what is happening in the moment. This week's results show recovery from actuator failure, cleaning across unfamiliar stains and curved surfaces, and action generation grounded in recent robot history rather than expensive random noise refinement. The common thread is tighter coupling between perception, physical state, and action, bringing learning-based control closer to reliable, low-latency deployment. We'll unpack what this reveals about robustness, generalization, and the next bottleneck, real-world execution. Let's explore the first paper, Learning Fault-Tolerant Locomotion with Adaptive Gait Timing. This paper presents a deep reinforcement learning controller for quadruped locomotion after sudden actuator power loss, targeting the limited actuation margins of heavier robots. The policy uses proximal policy optimization with an asymmetric actor-critic architecture. During training, the critic receives privileged fault information, while the deployable actor reconstructs it from proprioceptive observation history through a latent alignment mean-squared error loss. Its key innovation is adding a learnable gait frequency action alongside joint position targets, allowing step timing and contact scheduling to adapt to terrain and damage without predefined faulty leg behaviors. Trained in Mujoko XLA with 8,192 parallel agents, the controller runs at 50 Hz on a 68 kg, 12-joint Cayenne quadruped and learns to compensate for randomly timed single-joint torque failures on step terrain. Ablations show that increasing history from 1 observation to 2 provides the largest gain, while the selected H equals 3 offers a practical capacity performance trade-off. In sim-to-sim tests, the policy generalized to previously unseen stairs with 10 cm steps and 0.7 meter widths, plus ramps up to 13 degree, and it transfers zero shot to the physical robot on flat ground. Training used an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090, while the reported hardware validation demonstrates stable locomotion under a sudden knee joint power loss. Let's explore the second paper, Push Wiper toward general-purpose robotic cleaning across varied stains and surfaces with segmented pushing trajectories. Push Wiper reframes viscous stain cleaning as a state aggregation problem rather than conventional wiping. A sponge uses segmented pushing trajectories to progressively contract scattered material into one compact region. Then predefined dabbing, scraping, rinsing, squeezing, and final wipe primitives remove the residue and clean the sponge. A diffusion policy receives texture-independent binary stain maps and predicts low-dimensional 3DOF actions, planar translation, and yaw, while the arbitrary surface pose interpolator, B-spline smoothing, trapezoidal velocity control, and hybrid force position admittance controller convert them into contact-stable 6DOF motion on arbitrary surfaces. Using 448 demonstrations augmented to 2,688 trajectories, the system runs a DDIM-based diffusion model with 16 actions per plan and a 20N normal force set point. On ketchup and peanut butter, Push Wiper reaches an overall cleaning score of 89.88 versus 32.64 for repeated full cover sweeping and 44.98 for one-shot global pushing, corresponding to a reported improvement of up to 130% over baselines. Without retraining, it achieves zero-shot transfer to convex and concave surfaces, where scores are 91.45 and 93.42, and to solid residues, liquid spills, and unseen viscous stains. Post-processing raises the average score from 89.44 to 99.25, including 100.00 on ketchup and 98.51 on peanut butter. The experiments use an NVIDIA RTX 4060 Ti workstation, but the central advance is the policy geometry decoupling that enables generalization beyond the training surface and stain types. Let's explore the third paper, Temporal Policy, History Initialized Action Generation for Robotic Learning from Demonstration. Temporal policy is a generative policy for robotic learning from demonstration that replaces the independent Gaussian noise initialization used by diffusion policy and standard flow matching with the robot's recent state, history. Built on stochastic interpolants, it formulates action generation as point-to-distribution transport, coupling past configurations directly to future action chunks so the learned vector field is shorter and straighter. A 1D UNet predicts the interpolant drift, while a ResNet 18 encodes visual observations. Analytic score recovery also allows deterministic ODE or stochastic SDE sampling without retraining. On the RoboMimic benchmark, temporal policy used 10 function evaluations and a compact 17 million parameter model, compared with 255 million parameter baselines, achieving 19.1 ms inference on a single NVIDIA RTX 4080, while matching the success rates of diffusion policy and CFM. On the square proficient human task, its transport cost was 1.21 versus 189.99 for diffusion policy, with a straightness ratio of 1.02 versus 20.61. Physical evaluation on a 7-dot Barrett WAM used 150 demonstrations and produced a 95% grasp success rate and 50% overall success rate across 20 mug hanging trials, showing that history initialized transport can support low latency, closed loop control without sacrificing multimodal action generation. That's a wrap on today's AI paper highlights. Thanks for watching.